Hi there, and welcome into this video where I will be bringing in a message guidance from the grandmothers to help support us during this great time of change, to be held by them, their energy, and the net of light that is wrapping around our whole world, us, and all beings on this planet at this time. So I will be bringing through a message from the grandmothers, doing this intuitive oracle reading. Now, if you are new here, my name is Chrissy Whistler. I am an intuitive, an evolutionary astrologer, and a healer. Also, I am currently camping with my children, so they are around. We are in Arizona at Kartchner Caverns and just visited Saguaro National Park yesterday. And we're going to be going to Tombstone today, which is also interesting, seeing as how that, what happened there, that shootout at the OK Corral almost sparked a second Civil War. So very interesting that this is where we happen to be. I always am guided where to go on these trips. So, I recently did a video where I was speaking to the energies of this moment in time, especially with the United States election and the unfinished story. That story is not yet done. We're not going to just be going back to the way things were in the next 4 years. We go pick another president. No, it's not happening that way, guys. But I was speaking and bringing that through in another video. So please, if you're interested, you can go there for that. This one, I was really asked to bring the grandmothers through. The grandmothers have been nudging at me for a while, for about 2 years now, and this is the work of Sharon McLaren, who the Great Council of Grandmothers came to her about 28 years ago. And she's written books and started gatherings all over the world to work with the grandmothers and the net of light. So please go dive into her work if any of this calls to you. These messages, this deep love and holding and strength of the grandmothers. I have found it unbelievably supportive, and after receiving my empowerment just recently, my work with them has deepened, and one of the things that has been coming through and they asked me to do is to bring through this message. Let's see, what else do I need to say? Please like this video if you like it. It really, really does help me, especially now at this time of change and fear, to break through and to connect with people who want a different perspective, who are wanting to take agency of their life, and who want this message of light and hope. It's not very popular. Not when the big scary thing is out there. Okay, so I'm going to be reading from the Journey of Love deck by Alana Fairchild. And this particular deck has really, I call this my grandmother's deck, because it is about love. It is the journey of love, and that is this energy of the grandmothers. And then after that, I will be pulling some astrology oracle cards, and let's see how all this is lining up, especially with what I know in the astrology and also the message that I just did. It's always exciting to see what comes through. All right. So I'm calling on the grandmothers. And I ask the grandmothers to speak through me at this time. There's Eric. What is it? Oh my goodness. I just dropped a lot. Dropped off half this deck. Obviously not shuffled enough. What is it? Grandmothers. What is the guidance? For those watching at this time. We have the Christ flame. Distant shores. Shifting universes. And then number 44, rings of time. I'm not going to read all of these from the book, but I'm going to read some because they're very short messages and yet very profound. And this, I really love that this card came forward because this is what I have been feeling. I spoke about the wave of love. Christ consciousness is this wave of love. This is this upgrade that our consciousnesses are stepping into, this deep, deep love. So I'm going to read, and I will also bring through any specific messages from the grandmothers as well. Within you burns the flame of the Christ. Beyond religion, this flame belongs to all hearts willing to receive the divine. Opening to it as a lover would open the heart to receive the beloved. Though the awakening of the Christ within brings greater closeness to the divine, and therefore greater love and depth of compassion, it too can bring sadness. There's a lot of emotion coming through right now. Tears. It can bring sadness, righteous anger, and a passionate need to contribute positive healing action and change in the world. You may be an introspective soul who does this through mastering their inner world with meditation and yoga, raising your own vibration with absolute intent that this bring healing to the world around you. And I am smiling because that was one of the messages that came through for me from the collective and the land, that inner work, healing within ourselves what we do not like on that outside world, and allowing that to raise the vibration. So just know that message is a big one that's been coming through. You may be an extroverted soul that thrives in sharing messages and living a life of dynamic action in support of the causes that are worthy and moving to your brave heart, capable of feeling divine outrage and responding with inspired action. And that is also this, I don't know if I quite brought it through in the right way in that last video, but it is one of the themes, the messages also coming through is there is a revolution that's coming of consciousness of, I mean, this is the Aquarian way. These things aren't working, so let's break them down and change them and make them better. So know that both of these themes are very powerful in the astrology and in the energy as well. There's this message right here. Who knew this card would hold so much, right? You may be a combination of these soul types, and choosing wisely what you consume, which companies you support, what television you do or do not watch, and what you read. Voting for the life you want to have around you in the world through your actions, internal and external. This is the Christ flame igniting within you, setting. Sorry, I really feel that deep strength of the grandmothers. You know, the grandmothers who've seen so much and they've got that hard resilience and that fuck it kind of attitude. I'm going to go be me. I'm going to do it my way and I don't care what you think. You know, that complete releasing and shutting of society and the expectations, obligations. Okay, that grandmother strength I'm really feeling right now. The Christ flame igniting within you, setting the world aflame with the fire of divine love. This oracle brings guidance that you are connecting with the universal Christ consciousness, and your heart is meant to awaken as a sacred heart, bearing the Christ flame of divine love this lifetime. You are part of a wave of awakening happening on the earth now. And you are exactly where you are meant to be and doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. Keep going. And that was the card that just flew out. So the energy of this card is about your soul yearning for more. This hunger of the soul for divine reunion. And I'm hearing as well between yin and yang, the masculine and feminine, coming back together within ourselves and within our world. There's a yearning for that. You can be feeling an urge to try something new, to let go of the limitations of your mind and how you see your current life, and beginning to see something new in what was once familiar. There's a calling to travel to these new distant shores through the mind, through actual travel, through reading. It's moving your body to a different place in another way, bringing fresh energy by unplugging, and not just from your current, like your life, like I'm doing right now in nature, but unplugging from those old stories and putting it into a different circuit. This is about dreaming and the imagining. What is it that you are yearning for? Let go of intellect and logic and see where that yearning is taking you. It is a going beyond what we knew in order to come into this divine love. Both that healing and that aflame revolution of love energy that I was bringing through. And again, like, this is shifting universes. This is this time of change. It is time to change. Change gears, change your life. Jump off that treadmill of life and into something new. This dance with nature. This, what is it that you are yearning for? Where's your soul yearning? It's time to make the change, to follow it, to go there, to do the thing that scares you, the thing that calls you and your heart. And there is courage required. You know, why did you not go over there before? And can you go there now? Can you dare to be bold? Can you dare to see in yourself that you are more than you thought you ever were? All right. Now we have Rings of Time, and I'm going to read this one. This one feels very supportive right now for so many who are feeling lost. Divine timing is granted to us as a gift. Sometimes, if we want to be further ahead than where we are, that gift can seem like a restriction rather than a generous holding. So in light of the US elections, in light of the deep polarization, the deep fear, okay, remember that sometimes we want to be further ahead than we are. And yet that gift of restriction, that holding us back, really is a gift, even if we can't see it at the time. Much like, again, it's not just a gift, but a generous holding. There is the right timing for everything. All right, clearing that energy. Even if we cannot see with our small human brains what that timing is. Much like traffic that moves systematically, so not only one car, but many can reach their destination according to greater harmony and alignment. We are like individual cars that must sometimes accept red lights, and at other times can flow swiftly through many green lights. This time we are in is not just about one car. It is about many. It is the collective. And there has been this necessary turning point so more can step into and embody this Christ consciousness, this deep divine love, the mystic who trailblazes and brings change. It is just this way, this systematic flow of divine energy through human manifestation. Your spiritual maturation is happening perfectly. There is no need to bother yourself about timing. Although I can definitely understand how some of you might be like, what? Are you kidding me? This is a very painful thing to be going through. So I see you. When doors open, walk through. When there appear to be no such openings, rest and reflect. That was that other half of the Christ consciousness energy, was that internal healing to raise the vibration. Rest and reflect on yourself. The rings of time serve you, beloved. The divine is completely responsible for the timing of every event, opportunity, and happening of grace in your life. All you need to do is live your life. Everything else is taken care of for you now. This applies to all your plans and the unfolding of all of your relationships. Let it all breathe and let the divine happen as it will. So those are the messages from the grandmothers. This is a time of great shifts in our consciousness to help us to return to what we yearn for in our souls. To be revolutionaries of change, and to do so from a place of love and compassion. So now I'm going to pull some astrology cards. And let's see what we get to just reflect on and add to this message from the grandmothers. What is that guidance from the stars, the planets right now? To help all those watching on their way. Whew. There's a lot of energy coming through. Please know that you are deeply held and loved right now. Isakayotoku, iyatasa, bikayotoka. Got a couple cards. Let's see what these are. Fourth house, the house of home. Mars is been journeying through Cancer, which rules this fourth house. Mars was in opposition to Pluto. Still is, but they were exact on November 3rd. It's going to happen 2 more times. Mars will be retrograding from Leo back into Cancer and will not complete the cycle of this home, this reflection on home, our inner stories, until May. So, safety, emotion, safety. Let's see what other cards we have before I go any deeper into that. Fifth house. Passion. So, Mars is in the 4th house, moved into the 5th house of Leo, will be going to about 6 degrees Leo, retrograding back. So, guess what? Home, our emotions, being emotionally seen, that safe space to be seen, as well as our creativity, our passion, that thing in your heart that is calling to you. All those are in play right now. Then we have Venus, the beloved. Venus. Venus is, at this moment of my filming, she is in a trine. I'm sorry, I'm just like, which trine is she in? And I just thought, yeah, she's in a trine. Could be the North Node. I feel it's Mercury at Leo, in that, again, that Leo energy. Mercury, Leo, Mercury trine to the North Node in Aries, and I think to Venus. But there's something that doesn't feel quite right. So I'll let that go. Jupiter, abundance. 11th house, community. All right, so excuse the campground noise behind me. This is very much a time of connecting with those of us who can see us, who are in the right community. This is even about growing, expanding our communities right now. Shifting out of old stories. Old stories, this submersion, like this breaking free, breaking through to find what is safe, what is the right place for you to be. What is it that you are truly yearning for? And I feel like that is part of this message of are you yearning for home? Are you yearning to be truly seen, to have true belonging as your unique, passionate self in your community with the beloved, with people that you are in relationship with, who share these new values with you? Not new values, but these same values or higher values, this rising up of those. And there can be this shifting of those worlds. You might be experiencing a restriction in that in some way. But don't despair, because there is that breaking through. There is that new expansion that is happening. There is this abundance, this change that's coming through. That's so much what I feel, is this change. Venus right now, she is in Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. So there's something new that's coming through and being born at this time. And it's going to be very different. This 11th house, this is our collective consciousness, 11th house. This is changing. That's changing. It is growing. It is this stepping into the future, breaking through the old dimensions, the old possibilities. We are completely shifting into the new, even though it might take more time than our little human souls and minds and experiences are wanting to. It is coming. It is changing. And the more that you come forward, is you honor what it is that you yearn for. You honor that. You explore what that is. You provide for yourself this home, the safe space to do that. That is what will be opening up for you to be who you truly are. your unique creative self to take center stage, to allow yourself to shine, to be seen. And as you do that, as you embrace that courage to do that, because you've given yourself that time, that inner emotional security, you step forward in this light of who you are, and the right people are going to be drawn to you. This expansion of community, these new ways of being, completely new realities are coming, even if it may not seem like it right now. Even if it may feel like we're at that stoplight and nothing is working out the way that it should. Hold to the light. Hold to your love. Hold your light high right now. I hope this message has been supportive for you and your journey, wherever you might be on that journey. Please connect with Sharon and the grandmothers if this energy is calling to you. They are so beautiful, and their teachings, I read, they're very small books. I read through just a little bit at a time because I need to put it down and reflect on in my life. Where is that energy? Where is that coming through? So please connect with the Net of Light. Please, this helps, like this video, share this with your friends, especially if they're needing hope. They're needing that light and that trust in what is happening and what is unfolding. All right, I'm going to go finish up with, actually have some coffee. I have been filming since I got up because these messages have not been leaving me alone. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my morning, and the kids and I are going to go to see and to witness the land of Tombstone and the people who are still there. Thank you all for being with me. I greatly appreciate you so much. Take care of yourself this time. Allow yourself to feel, to grieve, to move through. And then when you're ready to hold this light, this hope to shine as you are with me. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.